It feels like every time I check the news, there's some crazy new AI development that's just dropped.
I know, right?
It's absolutely mind-blowing. So today we're going to do a deep dive into all of the latest and greatest in AI. Everything from those crazy startups pushing the boundaries of what's possible
Absolutely.
to how the big tech companies are, well, shaking things up as usual.
Yeah, there are some interesting developments there for sure.
And we're also going to look at some AI tools that honestly sound like science fiction but are actually available right now.
It's incredible how quickly this technology is advancing.
Ready to have your mind blown.
I think so, but we'll see.
All right. Well, let's jump right in. So
Okay.
first up, let's talk about those startups. What's caught your eye lately?
Okay, well, one of the most fascinating developments has got to be NeuraLink. You know, they're working on merging the human brain with AI
Whoa.
through brain-computer interface.
I've heard about this, yeah.
And the really groundbreaking thing is they've developed a non-invasive technology, meaning no surgery required.
Right.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
opens up a whole new realm of possibilities.
I mean, can you even imagine
Yeah, no.
controlling your smartphone or computer with just your thoughts?
It's wild.
It's saying, what do you think? I mean, what are the implications for people with disabilities?
Oh, it's huge. Potentially game-changing. I mean, imagine people with paralysis
Yeah.
regaining control of their environment, or folks with communication difficulties
Yeah, that's true.
being able to express themselves more easily. It's incredible. A whole new frontier in assistive technology, really.
And what about medical applications? I've heard they're doing some stuff there too.
Oh, yeah, they're exploring how these interfaces could treat things like Parkinson's disease, potentially offering new hope for a lot of people.
It's the kind of technology that just, I don't know, makes you think about the future.
Yeah.
It's exciting,
Yeah,
but it also kind of makes you go, whoa, hold on.
for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think, listeners?
Yeah.
Are you ready for a world where your thoughts can control machines?
That's a good question.
Let us know. Share your thoughts. We want to hear from you.
Definitely.
All right, so moving on. What other startups are, kind of pushing the limits right now?
Well, there's been some awesome stuff in healthcare and education.
Oh, okay.
Health AI, for instance, they just got FDA approval
Really?
for an AI tool that predicts heart attack risks.
So they're like predicting the future.
Well, in a way, yeah. The accuracy is phenomenal.
So it's looking at medical data, finding patterns humans might miss.
Exactly. Early detection is key for heart attacks.
Wow.
And this tool could genuinely save lives.
I mean, that's an incredible example of AI being used for, like, real good.
Absolutely. It's augmenting human capabilities in critical fields.
It's amazing.
And then in education, we've got EduTech AI.
I haven't heard of them.
They're personalizing learning with a platform that adapts to each student in real time.
It's incredible.
It's like having a personal tutor for everyone.
Like individually tailored learning plans.
Yep. Tailoring everything to the student's needs and pace.
Wow. That could totally revolutionize education.
Imagine every student getting the support they need.
Yeah.
No matter their background or learning style.
That's powerful stuff.
It really is. So, what do you think about the future of personalized education with AI? Let us know your thoughts on this one, too.
Now, I think it's time we moved on from startups and dove into the big leagues, where the tech giants are making their own waves.
Always.
Google, I feel like they're always a front runner.
Yeah.
Well, they've unveiled something called Music LM.
Oh, yeah.
It's an AI that makes music based on descriptions.
Crazy, right?
So you literally type in upbeat jazz with a funky bass line.
Yeah.
And Music LM composes it.
Exactly like that. It's pushing boundaries, man, blurring the lines between human and machine-generated art.
That's incredible, but does this mean AI is taking over the music industry now?
Well, it's definitely disruptive.
How do human musicians even compete with that?
I think it'll be interesting to see how artists adapt. Maybe they'll incorporate these tools into their process.
It's going to be a wild ride for sure.
Yeah.
So besides Google, what are other big names like Amazon and Microsoft up to?
Oh, they're not sitting still. Amazon's Alexa is getting smarter.
Oh, yeah.
With natural language processing.
So, even more natural conversations.
Exactly. It'll be like talking to a real person.
And this is just with Alexa.
Well, think about the implications for voice assistants everywhere.
I mean, that's the future right there.
Yeah. More seamless interactions with our devices.
And what about Microsoft?
They're teaming up with OpenAI.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, they're integrating AI into their cloud platform, Azure.
Okay, and what does that mean for, regular businesses?
It's huge. Businesses can streamline operations, get data-driven insights, even create better customer experiences.
It sounds like it's pretty much going to change how we work, right?
Yeah, from automating tasks to personalized services, the possibilities are endless. So what do you think? How will AI shape the future of business and work?
We're just scratching the surface here, folks.
Yeah.
Stay tuned as we explore even more mind-blowing AI advancements in this fast-evolving field.
Definitely. There's a lot more to uncover.
Oh, yeah. And the AI rabbit hole goes deep.
It certainly does. It's amazing, though, how AI is really finding its way into, every corner of our lives.
Totally.
Yeah.
But it's not just about making our tech smarter.
Right.
It's about making it more, I don't know, ethical.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Anthropic.
Oh, interesting.
They're not just building advanced AI.
Yeah.
They're building it responsibly.
Uh,
And they recently updated their AI assistant, Claude 2,
okay.
with this, huge focus on ethical decision-making.
So, how does that even work?
Well, Claude 2 is, designed to be more aware of potential biases and make, more informed decisions
Okay.
to, avoid harmful outcomes.
It's a pretty big step towards creating AI that lines up with our values.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can pull it off, could this, set the standard for the whole industry? That's the question, isn't it? I mean, as AI gets more powerful, we really need to make sure it's being developed ethically.
For sure.
So, what do you think, listeners? How important is ethical AI development to you?
Hit us up in the comments. Let us know.
All right, let's switch gears a bit and talk about Stability AI.
Okay.
They're making waves with their image generation tech, Stable Diffusion.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Well, they've taken it a step further. Now they can generate 3D models from 2D images.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah. Imagine taking a simple drawing and turning it into a 3D model, ready to use in a video game or something.
It's like magic.
That's wild, right?
Yeah.
But are there any ethical concerns with something like that? I mean,
For sure.
it's powerful technology.
Yeah, there's always the risk of misuse, right?
Exactly.
Deep fakes, replicating stuff without permission. We got to be careful with this stuff.
It's how do we balance innovation with, responsibility?
A tricky balance, for sure.
Speaking of responsibility, how do we even ensure data privacy with AI?
Right, good point.
I mean, it relies so much on data.
Well, that's where something called federated learning comes in.
Okay, I've never heard of that. What is it?
It's this cool way for AI to be trained across tons of devices, but without actually sharing the raw data.
So medical AI learning from millions of patients without compromising anyone's info.
Exactly. The data stays put, but the AI still learns from it. It's pretty game-changing for, privacy-sensitive stuff.
That sounds pretty promising, but does it actually solve the privacy problem completely? Or just create new ones? What do you think, listeners? Let us know your thoughts on this whole data privacy and AI situation. All right, let's talk about something that'll get video creators pumped. Luma AI.
Oh, yeah, I saw something about this.
They're using AI for real-time video editing.
Seriously?
You can swap backgrounds, add effects, all on the fly.
I mean, that's a game changer.
Think about content creators, live streamers.
Yeah, anyone who wants to, easily enhance their videos, right, AI is doing the heavy lifting.
It really makes you wonder, is this the future of video production?
Good question.
What do you think, viewers? Excited about the possibilities.
Let us know.
We've covered so much ground today, from mind-controlled stuff to ethical AI.
3D models, federated learning, it's a lot to take in.
But before we wrap up, let's dive a little deeper into the tech side of things.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's talk about natural language processing, NLP for short.
Right, yeah.
It's all about computers understanding human language, right?
Yeah, it's what powers things like chatbots and voice assistants.
Like ChatGPT.
Yep, exactly.
And what about these large language models? I feel like I'm hearing that term everywhere.
Oh, LLMs. They're getting a lot of buzz right now.
So, what's the big deal with them?
Well, these AI systems are trained on massive amounts of text and code, which means they can do some crazy stuff like generate human-like text, translate languages, even write creative content.
Wait, so computers can write poems now?
Pretty much. And they can answer your questions in a really informative way, too.
It's mind-blowing to think they can do all that.
Yeah, it is.
But with all this power, I mean, there's got to be some risks involved, right?
Of course, there's always a flip side. There's the potential for misuse, like generating harmful or misleading content.
Oh yeah, like deep fakes and stuff.
Exactly. And we got to remember, these models are trained on data that reflects existing biases in society.
That's a good point.
So it's super important to address that and make sure they're developed ethically. It's a big responsibility.
It really shows that AI isn't just about the tech itself, it's about how we use it.
Yeah, it's a reflection of us.
What do you think, listeners? Are you excited about LLMs? Or a little concerned? Share your thoughts with us. We're curious to hear what you think. Now let's move on to something that's kind of like giving computers superpowers. Computer vision.
Ah, yes, giving them the gift of sight.
It's all about enabling computers to see and interpret the world, right?
Exactly. And it goes way beyond just recognizing images.
Oh, okay.
It's about understanding what's in those images and videos, identifying objects, faces, tracking movement, even predicting what's going to happen next.
Wow, so they're actually seeing.
In a way, yeah.
That's wild. So where are we seeing this tech being used?
Oh, it's all over the place. Self-driving cars, medical diagnostics, security, you name it.
I get the self-driving cars thing, but how's it used in medicine?
Imagine AI looking at medical images like X-rays and being able to spot abnormalities that maybe doctors would miss.
That's incredible.
It could lead to faster, more accurate diagnoses, which means better outcomes for patients.
So it's like AI is actually helping save lives.
It has the potential to, definitely.
And what about security?
Computer vision is key for things like facial recognition, surveillance systems, even crime prevention.
But isn't that a little, I don't know, Big Brother-ish?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Whenever you're dealing with facial recognition and surveillance, there are ethical concerns.
Definitely.
We got to make sure this tech is used responsibly. People's privacy and rights are paramount.
It's a tough balance for sure.
Yeah, but it's a conversation we need to have. What are your thoughts on the ethical implications of computer vision, listeners? We want to hear from you.
Okay, so we've talked about AI in healthcare and in business, even in security.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also this movement towards using AI for, social good.
Ah, yes. Using AI to make the world a better place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what does that look like in practice?
It's about using AI to tackle global issues.
Okay.
Things like poverty, hunger, climate change, the big stuff.
And how is AI being used to do that?
Well, there are already AI systems being used to develop early warning systems for natural disasters.
That's amazing.
Improving agricultural yields, reducing food waste, even diagnosing diseases more accurately and personalizing education.
It's really heartwarming to see AI being used for positive change like that.
Yeah, it gives you hope.
It does. Do you have any, specific examples that you find really inspiring?
Oh, absolutely. One that comes to mind is using AI in disaster relief. AI-powered drones can assess damage, find survivors, deliver supplies after a natural disaster.
Wow, so they're, on the front lines.
Pretty much. It can be the difference between life and death for some people.
That's incredible. And what about, climate change? How's AI playing a role there?
Well, AI can help develop more efficient renewable energy systems, optimize energy consumption in cities,
Wow.
even monitor things like deforestation and track illegal wildlife trafficking. It's all about using AI to protect our planet.
I love that. It shows that we can use this powerful technology to actually make a difference.
Absolutely. It's not all doom and gloom,
So what do you think, listeners? Are you excited about the potential of AI for social good? Share your thoughts and ideas with us. We'd love to hear what you're thinking. As we continue this deep dive into the world of AI, it's becoming crystal clear that this isn't just some futuristic concept.
Right.
It's happening right now, and it's changing everything.
It's impacting how we live, how we work, how we interact with the world.
And as we've been discussing, the future of AI is not set in stone.
It's a future that we're actively creating, shaping with every choice we make.
And that brings us to a really important point. The future of AI isn't something that's just happening to us.
Right. It's not predetermined.
It's something we're creating together. So before we wrap up this episode, we want to leave you with a call to action. Be curious. Stay informed about what's going on in AI.
Absolutely.
And most importantly, have conversations about its impact on society.
These conversations are crucial.
Because the future of AI is not something we just predict.
It's something we create.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the incredible world of AI.
It's been a pleasure exploring these advancements with you.
We hope you learned something new today and that you're feeling inspired to be a part of shaping this amazing technology.
And remember, the future is not something we simply observe. It's something we actively build.
Until next time, Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. So we've explored a lot in this deep dive.
We really have.
From mind-controlled interfaces to ethical AI, 3D models, federated learning.
It's incredible how fast things are moving, right?
I know. It's like every day there's something new to learn about.
And the thing is, it's not just about the tech itself, it's about how we use it.
Exactly. Which brings us to, I think, the most important point of all this.
What's that?
The future of AI is not some predetermined thing. It's not like written in the stars.
Right, it's not inevitable.
It's something we're actively creating, shaping with every decision we make.
Every conversation, every action.
That means we have a responsibility, right?
Yeah.
To guide this technology in the right direction.
Absolutely. It's up to us to ensure AI is used for good.
So as we wrap up this episode, we want to leave you with a challenge.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Embrace your curiosity. Don't be afraid to learn about AI, even if it seems complicated.
Yeah, knowledge is power, right?
And talk about it. Have conversations with your friends, family, colleagues about the impact AI is having on our lives.
These conversations are so important. They help us shape the future we want to see.
Because the future of AI isn't something we just predict.
It's something we create.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of AI.
It's been a pleasure exploring all this with you.
We hope you learned something new, gained a fresh perspective, and most importantly, that you're feeling inspired to be a part of this amazing technological revolution.
Remember, the future is in our hands.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. Until next time.